Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Targeted Loot today for August 28th, the daily series that shows you the Targeted Loot map, farming tips and tricks, and much more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing the subscribe and like buttons below. Let's go ahead and get started with the Dark Zones first, and the highlights from the Dark Zone vendors, then DC and New York last. So with Dark Zone West, we got the Emperor's Guard rolled with skill tier and skill damage. And then DZ South, we got the Door Kicker's Knock with weapon damage and skill haste. And DZ East, we got the Hollow Man Mask with hazard protection and an armor roll. Of course, you can farm for the shotguns, Targeted Loot at DZ East. You can get the Rock and Roll shotgun with perfectly accurate, or extra actually, and that gives you 50% extra magazine size. Grupo Sombro at DZ South, you can actually farm for a better Door Kicker's Knock chest piece with perfect spark. And then Hana-U and DZ West doesn't really have anything that's DZ exclusive that I can think of. But if you can't think of anything, just comment in the comment section below. Nothing that I can ever remember or see anywhere. Alright, highlights for the north side. We got gear system mods at Camp White Oak. So if you're looking for those 12% crit hit damage mods, 6% crit hit chance, 20% repair skills, whatever you're looking for, it's definitely worth farming for. So I would check that out at Camp White Oak today. And they're not targeted loot for mods anywhere else today. Backpacks, and I never really farm for those specifically, except for the chest pieces for the tardigrade armor. You want to farm for the brand, not the type. Murakami Industries also gives you that 10% skill duration. That's definitely worth it. And then Hana-U at Manning National Zoo, I would farm here instead of the Dark Zone if you want the Force Multiplier named backpack with perfect combined arms. That goes great with not only turret drone builds, but a lot other skill damage builds. And then Kenley College is open for another 3 days and 22 hours at the time of this recording. Alright, highlights for the west side. We got Badger Tough at Downtown West. If you need that 0Fs with perfect unbreakable chest piece, definitely get that today for sure. You got a couple of control points to farm it. And then Assault Rifles at Constitutional Hall. Definitely check out the top tier Assault Rifles like the FAMAS, Carbine 7, Police M4, G36. You can also get the Exotic Chameleon and then the Burnout named FAMAS. And then the Mechanical Animal with Future Perfection. You got chest pieces at the Potomac Event Center. You can farm for the Tardigrade armor, which every time your armor breaks or one of your group members' armors breaks, then the entire group gets 100% bonus armor. And then shotguns at Roosevelt Island. If you need the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun, you can farm there today. Honestly, most of my Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun drops have been at Roosevelt Island. I'm not sure why. I think it is an Outcast exotic. Either way though, it usually drops for me right here more often than anywhere else. And then some machine guns at Lincoln Memorial if you need the Lady Death or you're refarming the Chatterbox. Or if you need like a named one, a named SMG like the Dark Winter, which has perfect killer. The Safety Distance, which has perfect outsider. The Dark Winter one is really good. And then of course the Lady Death. And then the Vector variants are top tier SMGs along with the MP5 and MPX. Wyvernware for that 10% skill damage, and gear sets at DARPA Research Labs. And we also have it over here in the east side if you want something that isn't System Corruption, which is DZ exclusive. And then Future Initiative and Foundry Bulwark chest and backpack pieces, which are still raid exclusives. Alright, so highlights for the east side. We do have Assault Rifles over here in Downtown East. So if you want to check out in the top right card right now, Demolition Site XP Farm, that's definitely worth farming for if you need a good Assault Rifle, the Chameleon, or any of the named Assault Rifles. Providence Defense at Judiciary Square for that perfect glass cannon, the Sacrifice chest piece, or something better rolled for your DPS build. Sokolov Concern at Jefferson Trade Center for the Coyotes mask at the end, plus Sokolov Concern if you need a good piece. It's hard to get a good chest piece and backpack, especially with Sokolov Concern. So I'm going to be farming here today for sure. And remember, if you're running an SMG or you need to get over 200% crit hit damage on your build, definitely throw on a couple pieces of Sokolov Concern for that 15% crit hit damage from the second piece, crit hit chance 10% from the third piece. And then Rifles at Viewpoint Museum if you need a good classic M1A. Best talents for that is Boomerang, Ranger, and Rifleman. Or In Sync on a good skill damage build. Diamondback and Merciless for the exotics. Douglas and Harding at American History Museum if you want that 20% headshot damage baked into the punch trunk named mask. And Overlord at East Mall area for those Foxes per knee pads with 10% damage to targets out of cover. Remember, damage to targets out of cover is multiplicative. It's actually better than having a all crit build. You want to stack in the crit hit chance to 60% and then crit hit damage as well. But always make sure you're running at least those Foxes per knee pads, because they give you that 10% damage to targets out of cover, which you can also roll on your weapon. And man, that does a lot more damage than just stacking more crit. And then gear sets at Southwest. In the top right hand card right now, I will show you the No Hope Hotel XP farm. That's worth farming for if you need any good gear sets today and you need to farm for them today. This is a wonderful place to farm for them today. And then Walker Harrison Co. at Space Administration if you need that chain killer chest piece with perfect headhunter. Alright guys, let's go check out what we got in New York City before I let you guys go. Alright guys, so we got LMGs at Civic Center. So the exotics is Bullet King and Pestilence. The named LMGs is the Good Times with Perfect Fast Hands, and then the new Reliable. Richter and Kaiser is great for healer builds. And then of course, holsters at Two Bridges, the Imperial Dynasty and Forge holster, which gives you 50% extra shield health. That's an extra skill tier on your shield as well. Gila Guard's great for shield builds, and then knee pads at Pathway Park. Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads with 25% bonus armor when you do cover to cover or vault, and then you also reload your weapon at the same time. Fox's per knee pads, and then Sawyer's knee pads where you get 1% weapon damage each time you're standing still, all the way up to 30% weapon damage. And I also have a build for that. I'll try to put that in the top right card right now. And Badger Tough, you can run that at Wall Street and get a chance to get the Bullet King to drop at the end as well. Mask for Coyote's Mask or Vile Mask. Seska for that 10% crit hit chance. And Aralda Holdings at Liberty Island. That's great for a headshot build with perfect headhunter, aces and eights, and Aralda Holdings as well. Alright agents, well thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing those subscribe and like buttons below. Click the join button to join my membership on my YouTube channel for exclusive perks. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, agents.